Look at you, look at you, look at you, look at you. And I always find something wrong. Oh, one of the best songs ever. Oh, man, it's a hydration situation. When the locker room comes to life and the X's and O's meets the I's and U's. You want to show some love? Well, like and subscribe to this channel, partner. And also log on to projecttransition.org. Help us educate and empower these itty bitties. Look at these people out there. Oh, man. Little man breaking stride right there. He's trying to get it. Oh, love you guys, man, to help us educate and empower the underserved from all backgrounds, all types. Yes, gym members right there, $5 a month, all the way up to GOAT status, and you will receive this book, Never Shut Up, signed, sealed, and delivered. I'm going to give you some other exclusive events and opportunities as well. So make sure you become a gym member like, drum roll, please, David Sivens made a one-time, get it bigger, $300 donation. So make sure I can read your name as well. Yep, pause the video right now and go and log on to projecttransition.org. Okay, y'all ready? Look at you, look at you, look at you, look at you. And I always find something wrong. I wish he would have had that song out when I DJ for him. My man Kanye broke it down. And my man Stephen A. Smith is about to break this down because he's disgusted, dusted and disgusted. Where that from? That Sue Bird called him out. Ooh, let's go.
I got to transition. I wasn't going to bring this up.
Why not?
But I saw it and then I read the article. And to be quite honest with you, I'm disgusted. I'm disgusted with Sue Bird, okay? Sue Bird. Hall of Fame caliber, Sue Bird.
All right, if I know Stephen A., we about to get into a lot of love for Sue Bird, and then we going to go get her. So let's get through the love part first.
WNBA, college basketball. Matter of fact, one of the best people that I've ever met, or one of the best women I've ever met in professional or collegiate sports. I love her. But I didn't appreciate this article that I read, okay, when it came to her talking about yours truly.
Let's go.
You see, far be it. These are the headlines, y'all. Sue Bird calls out ESPN host for, quote, hating on WNBA playoff ratings after Caitlin Clark's exit. You see what? Why? Why, y'all? Really? This is where we have to go? Can we put her quotes up on the screen, please? Because I want everybody to know what she said.
Get her.
What she said about your boy.
Get her.
Okay?
All right.
This is the wonderful, the marvelous Sue Bird. I love her to death. Love her.
Yeah,
interviewed her a few times. I'm such a fan.
Okay.
But this is what she said.
Stephen A. just be want to keep them homies. I mean, look, we know you like her. Like, this is where we have to get to in this world, where we can respectfully disagree. And he's going to do it respectfully, but without all the qualifiers. Like, come on, dog. Like, just say it. She the homie, she get it. If she ain't, you ain't going to get her to be the homie by talking like this. Let it go.
Viewership numbers with Caitlin Clark are astronomical. She is a big draw. She brings in all the things. And yes, the games where she's not playing have lower viewership. But in the WNBA playoffs, and we'll use the semifinals, where Caitlin obviously is not in it because her team lost, are still breaking records from previous WNBA years. And are still cracking 1 million viewers.
So far, she got a little bit of a point. Let's hear more.
She continues because she brings up my name. So these numbers are still really high, and they're still really meaningful. And yet some people continue to flip that. I've seen Stephen A. Smith talk about it. I've seen Shannon Sharp talk about it. And what I don't understand is they work for ESPN. So why are you hating on a business ESPN is in? I want to say the semifinals games are up like 130%, and that's without Caitlin, end quote.
Look at that hybrid, that matrix I just did right there. Damn. When she said up like 130%, sounds like we didn't do full research on that. That may be a sticking point. Stephen A. may push back on that. Also may push back on the fact that you trying to run for cover because we have their rights. So are we supposed to pull punches because we have their rights? Careful, Sue Bird. Careful.
I'm going to dial it back and be as respectful as I can possibly be Once again, Sue Bird is a champion.
Okay.
Hall of Fame caliber. And a beautiful person. I am a huge fan of her as a person and player. One of the great pleasures I've had was interviewing her in the past.
What if you didn't like her? I want to hear that version.
I'm only addressing her points about me and what she said in relation to the whole Caitlin Clark story.
I want to know.
Respectfully, Sue Bird, you are inaccurate. It is just that simple. First things first.
I papa, all the honeys, dummies, Playboy bunnies, those wanting money.
We cover sports, right?
Yeah.
Don't we cover sports?
Yeah.
Looking at one of my producers, Sherry, do we cover sports? Do we cover sports? Aaron, do we cover sports? Griff, do we cover sports?
Sports.
I think we cover sports.
Sports.
So if somebody got arrested, I can't bring that up?
Ooh.
When Brittany Griner was taken prisoner in Russia unfairly, we didn't touch that?
What that weed at?
When Ray Rice got in trouble, we didn't touch that?
We didn't touch that.
When Ray Caruth
come on, Steve.
did what he did,
Come on, man.
that was a crime. He was convicted of killing the mother of his child, of his unborn child. Did we cover that? When ratings are through the roof, are we going to cover it? When DeMar Hamlin nearly died on the field, did we cover it? Go outside the world of sports.
Yeah.
The pop and entertainment world, they ain't talking about P. Diddy. The Hollywood Reporter ain't talking about him. TMZ ain't talking about him. Entertainment Tonight ain't talking about him. CNN ain't talking about him. CNBC ain't talking about him. What are you talking about? The story is the story, Sue Bird.
Bird's the word.
What was Stephen A. Smith and Shannon guilty of exactly? You know, everybody, Jon Stewart, who I love, by the way, calling my...
Even Jon Stewart. Got to get the Hallmark card first. What are y'all guilty of? Showing them that everything ain't perfect, that thin line between love and hate, and the fact that with success, what is it? Criticism is the cost of praise. I don't think the WNBA understands that or actually desires that. They want the praise, but not the criticism.
Monica McNutt on his show. You know, she rolling out there like they just made a big time movie and she's a guest rolling up on late night television. Why? Because we got in an argument about the WNBA.
Are they cool still? Beat it up in the comments. I'm serious. I don't know. Are they cool? Or she been back on the show? Or this is it? Like she got to do late night and all that crazy stuff because Stephen A. kicked her off because she beefed with him. I don't know. Let me know.
And Posto don't get this message. And there's a whole bunch of people that was producing. Let me put in my Sinead name voice. There's a whole bunch of people. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. There's a whole bunch of people out there that's been contributing to the WNBA. What was Shannon and I saying? We were saying, do y'all see these numbers? Thanks to Caitlin Clark, Indiana led the league in attendance both at home and on the road.
That part.
The Indiana Fever, nobody cared about her.
Nobody. Raise your hand if you cared about Indiana Fever a year before. Put your hand down, liar.
Averaged 17,035 at home this season with Caitlin Clark and over 15,000 in arenas on the road. 4 teams moved home games to bigger arenas when Indiana came to town to accommodate more fans. I'm not finished.
Nope.
Attendance for the entire league is up nearly 50% this year, according to data from across the timeline. And Indiana leads all teams with an average attendance of 17,035, up 319% from a year ago.
Okay. You're building up a great case of character. You know, like you didn't do anything new. You didn't hate in the playoffs. And when Caitlin Clark was dismissed and exited, you didn't start hating on the WNBA and its ratings. You're building up a great case of character. But now let's get specific, brother.
All other teams still grew by double-digit percentages.
Okay, still building that
Not
case.
like that.
Not like that.
And then we said merchandise sales are also up 450% for the WNBA, according to Fanatics, and Clark was the top-selling player and is 5th amongst athletes across all sports. Fanatics also reported a 100% increase in sales for WNBA specific merchandise. What's the problem, Sue Bird? I know that you gave her props and you acknowledged how phenomenal she was in terms of a draw. What Shannon Sharpe and I were guilty of saying was that not enough folks were appreciating it.
Because they resentful. I've been working on the railroad. And then Caitlin Clark just comes in. One of them transformer jets like Starscream or something. And saves the day. And all them people mad throwing coal at her. We had this. We were going to do it. No, your ass wasn't.
And riding the tide. A rising tide lifts all boats. People weren't doing it. Not you. Not most of the league, but some. Was that not proven by the way Cheryl Swoops acted? We showed it to you. Now, stories were exaggerated. Stories were embellished. People knocking her into the ground, trying to accuse Carrington of poking her in the eye intentionally and all of that stuff. We know some of it was excessive.
Yeah.
We also know that some members of her fan base can be racially insensitive, dare I say. We know all of that.
See, this is it. In the tug of war, when you're talking to somebody and you respect them like he respects Sue Bird and the love you got for her, sometimes you even give away points. Like, we don't see that in sports and competition, but in debate, sports media, you see it. I give you that. I hear you. Like, you shooting for them. No. Her fan base can be racist. That's putting it on her and her fan base. And what is her fan base? I'm a fan. Am I a part of her fan base? I don't think I ever tweeted about Caitlin Clark. Maybe buckets or a logo or something. But to say that I have control over those who follow me because they appointed me their leader to follow. When, if I don't say anything, what are y'all following? If you truly following Caitlin Clark, and she said nothing about this, which a lot of people have said she has, even though she has come out and denounced it, she said nothing for 99% of the time, Michael Jordan route. And then 1%, one time she got pressured into it, was like, yeah, that's stupidity, craziness, and then it's negative and it's evil. What are they following? They're not following her, so she ain't the leader of them. So it's not her fan base. It's just lunatics, crazies, psychos, weirdos, people out there who gonna try and put it on Caitlin Clark. But those with a platform like Sue Bird and especially Stephen A, don't put that on her. That ain't on her.
Guess why we know? Because we covered it. We're in the news business.
Yeah.
What do you mean ESPN? So because I work at my day job on ESPN, I'm supposed to ignore the facts? I'm supposed to ignore the astronomical impact she has had compared to others? How Team USA was stupid for not putting her on a team to make sure you help uplift the sport even more? Don't y'all want a greater profile?
That part.
Don't y'all want more notoriety?
That part.
Don't y'all want more hype?
That part.
I understand that it's going on still without her now that she's out of the playoffs because the games have been great. But the fact of the matter is she swelled the interest in the sport.
How you know the game's been great? Who been watching since she gone? Let me stop.
That made people stick around and want to watch the others. A rising tide lifts all boats, which is what we were saying, both Shannon Sharpe and myself, when we addressed that issue. Why would you say a quote like that? We work for ESPN, so I'm supposed to turn a blind eye and a deaf ear to the facts? That ain't what we do. And while I am quite sure, Sue Bird, that you can educate me on a game of basketball, even though I've been covering it for 30 years, because you are phenomenal. You are one beautiful human being. I love you to death. You know I do.
Come on.
You know I do.
Come on.
But I would say this to you respectfully, Sue Bird.
Before you respectfully say that to Sue Bird, who you love dearly, that was a great point. Sue Bird, the fact that it's a rising tide. So you're saying they're hating on it, and you're pointing out the ratings are still good. And he's saying, yeah, y'all should have embraced this because that's how the ratings going to stay good without her. Ooh, y'all saying the same thing different ways. I love it.
You know basketball. I kind of know news. And I damn sure know ESPN.
Say
It doesn't matter who we have.
That's the best Stephen A. That's why he the top dog. Right here. Watch this. Watch this mastery right here.
I kind of know news. And I damn sure know ESPN.
You hear that right there? That dude is a beast. Get us here.
It doesn't matter who we have.
Yeah.
A league rights deal with. Who we have a contract with. What games we air.
Partner.
We cover sports.
Pow.
The in and the outs. The good, the bad, the ugly.
Pow.
That's what we do. Pow. You've been around long enough to know that. That's how it goes.
Partner.
And to imply that we should just ignore the impact that Caitlin Clark had and still continues to have on this team, this league, this sport. Nah, it doesn't work that way.
Nah, son. Nah,
It
daughter.
doesn't work that way, Sue Bird.
Nah, daughter.
You are one of the many who have contributed to the upliftment of the sport in a phenomenal, incomparable way. You should have our gratitude, our appreciation. And anytime I think about the WNBA, I think about you. I think about Diana Taurasi. I think about a host of other Candace Parkers, Lisa Leslie, Cheryl Swoop, Cynthia Cooper. The list goes on and on and on. I get all of that.
To the break of dawn.
But you know something? Magic Johnson did great, great things for the NBA. Larry Bird did great, great things for the NBA. But when that brother Michael Jordan came along,
Say it.
they stood down. Not on the basketball court competing against him, but nobody complained about the shine he received. One reason was because they knew he deserved it. You know what the other reason was?
What?
It built the profile of the NBA and made the ratings blow up.
Yes, sir.
And took it off a tape delay and put it on primetime television and ultimately assisted in it becoming an international globalized brand.
Like Mike.
That's what happened. That's what happened. And if the ladies, meaning all of you collectively, grasp that concept fully, devoid of resentment, you too shall reap the benefits of somebody like Caitlin Clark coming along and anybody with a similar impact who follows.
Man, drop the mic. Drop the
Let
mic.
us all get paid. That's the game. It's a game I like to play. You should too.
Drop.
And by the way, listen, I don't run from conversations. Sue Bird, if you got a point and you want to come on the show, you are welcome on the Stephen A. Smith Show anytime you like. You know that. And you know I love you. You know I do. I just didn't agree with that take that you gave. That's all. But I am
Yes.
happy to talk to you about that subject anytime you like. You are more than welcome to come right here on this show to discuss it.
All right. God dang, dog. Woo! Hey, that's how you're supposed to do it. I mean, the respect was already there. You could smell it. He just wanted to shut that down, you know? Like, we have to talk about the act, not the actor, or in this case, actress. We're not talking about you, Sue Bird. We're talking about what just came out your mouth. And the words that are coming out of your mouth don't really add up, even though she has some good points. But I think she lost it in the context of the entire conversation, which is the headwind that Caitlin Clark faces is unnecessary. And it's only hurting them, not anybody else. People want the WNBA to succeed. I know I do. Why? I told y'all. I got selfish reasons. I got two little daughters that could bounce, 4 and 5 years old, getting it. And I'm like, I want to keep all options on the table, whether it's academic in the schools they can attend, whether it's athletic and the teams they could play and the sports they could play. I want the WNBA to get over this resentment, so therefore it can be big time. So therefore, some of my homegirls who are legends in the WNBA don't have to have the careers that they had or the resentment that they have for having to travel all around the world just to get the money they got, which is small in comparison to where it could go if y'all embrace Caitlin Clark. It's just that simple. God dang. Like Clark, if I could be like Clark, I want to be like. Y'all better get with it. And then build her up, and then Juju come and try to slay her. Oh! I don't want Caitlyn to be diminished, and then Juju come, and then Juju on top of her or right under her, and it's like, but the ceiling is low. Get it high, like Clark, and then like Juju. If you knew you do like Juju, let's go. That's how the game is set up right now for that. I remember when Bruce Smith congratulated me on my first big deal. And I can't lie, I was like nervous for the conversation because I was like, I didn't deserve it compared to his greatness. I know I didn't. He was a way better player than me, like 8X, 20X. But I was making more than him. And I was like, this is such an accomplishment. I'm so proud of myself. And I want my pops, my football father, to be proud of me as well. And when he did, when he embraced me, he said, man, don't spend it all in one place. Good job, son. Man, it's going to make me cry right now. And that's the feeling I think that the WNBA needs to understand. Dap her up. Help her up when y'all knock her down and poke her eyeballs. Like, show some love. Because, boy, she going to return that favor a millionfold. A millionfold. So, that was a good video. Stephen A. Smith proving once again, top dog, bottom out, Terrence, DPGC. Come and get up. All right, log on to projecttransition.org. Make sure you become, like David Sivens, a one-time $300 donation gym member. And then you will receive some love from me, right? You'll get stuff like this. Well, I got a therapy appointment. Oh, chill out. Another one. I got. Become a gym member, and you get this book, Never Shut Up, right there. Yep, $5 a month. Any size donation, but start off at $5 a month. Come on, man. And then you can help the itty-bitties out there, educate and empower them through exposure and experiences. So log on to projecttransition.org. Much love for you guys. What's up, y'all? It's Marcellus Wiley, founder of Project Transition and proud gym member. I'm excited to share with you an opportunity that will support our kids on their mission to making their dreams a reality. At Project Transition, we believe that real change comes from consistent action and support. That's why we invite you to join our powerful gym membership program that is making a difference every single day. As a gym partner, by giving every month, you'll fuel our mission by providing monthly support that turns into real empowerment and education for underserved youth. Your commitment reduces school dropouts, nurtures communities, and funds impactful programs like the Rising Stars Academy that we share. Together, we can turn potential into prosperity. Join the group of community champions driving change. Your contributions will help aid success by providing essential educational resources, building critical life skills, and fostering community strength. There's no better feeling than knowing your support will ignite hope, foster dreams, and empower the next generation. Join us today and be a part of transformative change. Help our youth become greater than their greatest excuse. Become a gym partner. Thank you.